Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here at the Innside by Melia property in downtown Manhattan, actually in West 27th Street. I'm here with Mauricio Patino, who's the general manager, and this is actually the only Melia in Manhattan. And if you don't know about this property, you should, because it's a really cool place. And we're going to talk to Mauricio about this property, and I stayed here a few days ago. It's really wonderful, and we'll get into what's great all about this and more on Insider Travel Report. So first of all, tell me a little bit about Innside by Melia. This is a brand, right? And this is the only one actually in the U.S., but there are others around the world, right?
Correct. This is the Innside brand is one of 8 brands that the Melia Hotels Corporation has. We are a brand that came to be with Melia in 2007, so we're about 15 years old. Okay. Started in Germany. Currently, we have about 38 properties in 14 different countries, over 6,000 rooms. We're the only one here in the U.S. We have 3 on this hemisphere, and the other 35 right now are in Europe, Asia, and different parts of the world.
What is the target market for Innside by Melia? Who is the customer you're going after?
Sure. So we are what we consider ourselves an upper upscale type hotel. We are an affordable lifestyle hotel. Our customers we believe to be younger demographics, if you will.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're sort of a younger, and many Europeans here, right?
And very much so, and younger at heart, if not younger.
Well, like me, I'm younger at heart, but I was here. So
I can relate, James. We target customers that aren't necessarily looking for a work hotel or a leisure hotel, but someone who's looking for a life hotel, if you will, or a life trip or a life experience.
I mean, for me, it's a very livable hotel, and we'll talk about that. Let's talk about the accommodations. First of all, how many rooms do you have?
We have 313 rooms.
That's a big hotel.
It's a good size, certainly a good size for us. So within those 313 rooms, we have about 120 double-bedded rooms that are great for our families. We have another 32 what we call family rooms that are extended rooms for extended families as well. We have 8 suites with 5 terraces that overlook the New York skyline with just amazing views.
Yeah, you got some beautiful views from up there. And this is a new build property, right? 6-7 years ago, it was?
Correct. We just celebrated our 6-year anniversary this past March, and certainly going strong and hoping for many more years.
Yeah, well, this is actually, ironically, it's one of the first times I heard about it. I know the Melia brand. I've stayed actually a lot all-inclusives down in Mexico and places like that. I know them very well in Europe, but this is the first Innside, certainly first Innside I've been in. It was a lovely stay. We had a nice suite with a bedroom and a living room, things like that. So it was very good. But one of the highlights for me was your food and beverage. And you have a wonderful restaurant, outdoor patio, bar. So talk about the Wilson. I mean, how important is the Wilson to this hotel? Because it really is the centerpiece. It's where you hang out, and it's you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's as I was saying, I went for a drink and I stayed for dinner, and then I went the next day for breakfast. So talk a little bit about the cuisine and how people should enjoy this part of the hotel, because it is actually on the street. Very rare in Manhattan on West 27th Street. You actually have a patio that overlooks the street, and it is really one of the highlights of the property. Correct.
It's one of the heartbeats, if you will, of the hotel. It's a great vibe, great ambiance that it certainly helps contribute to the hotel. So it's a coastal bistro themed restaurant that serves 3 meals a day for us here.
I was like, we kept seeing things on the menu we wanted to order. So after a while, it was like, okay, let's just stay here for dinner.
Yeah, no, it's a seafood themed, and I'm sure you noticed that. More geared towards the northeast of the country, if you will. We've got some great oysters and clams and just seafood dishes. In addition to the 3 meals a day, we do some great activations and programs, daily activations there. Great happy hour program for our guests and for the locals as well. We do a great local lunch program to try to entice certainly the locals to come in for some lunch and experience the Wilson. We have a fantastic brunch. I'm not sure if you had an opportunity to experience it or not.
I had breakfast. I don't know if that was the brunch, but it was good enough.
It's a fantastic weekend brunch, reggae themed on Sundays, bottomless mimosa. So you would have noticed that.
I think I would have noticed that in the reggae. That's
so as you mentioned, certainly it's on the ground level, so you can access it certainly through the street. In addition to the indoor part of the Wilson, we have 2 patio spaces.
Well, that's the thing is I went back there. You have the incredible patios in the in the rear of the hotel out there, which are wonderful to relax in. You got wonderful artwork all around the property, which is another thing which is very interesting, right? So tell us a little bit about those public spaces.
Absolutely. So a part of the brand philosophy, if you will, is to ensure that we connect with the local community. So the art collection that you see in the lobby is curated by a local artist here, local graphic artist here in New York. Our literature, our books, our music in the lobby, our DJ, all local to the community. It's very important for us, certainly, to celebrate the community that we live in, to expose the community, certainly to people that are not from the community. Certainly all of the highlights and talent and skills and everything that we see on a day-to-day basis.
No, and it's wonderful. And actually, to play on the Wilson, you actually have some Wilsons. You have some paintings and different Wilsons in history, which I found. I was like, we were passing them by as I was going on the tour, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Anywhere from Woodrow Wilson, but there's other Wilsons involved. So that's kind of a fun thing to watch for if you're going to walk around and look at the art.
Absolutely. In addition to the 2 patio spaces that I mentioned previously in the indoor Wilson, they have a downstairs as well, which is features 30-foot ceilings, a great living moss wall. Excuse me.
I saw that it's a living moss wall, and also you kind of use that as a workspace also for people come in and they're going to work there or use their computers or whatever.
So it has currently multi-uses, right? So during COVID, we certainly had to we got a little creative, if you will. So we opened it up to communal workspace, if you will. Traditionally, that space has been used for social gatherings, events, private dining, holiday parties. Certainly lends itself to those types of events.
Well, it's really a great space, and the whole back of the hotel, if you will, this space with the high ceilings and this stern with all the art is a wonderful place to have events and things like that, as well as the Wilson itself, which is a great place to meet. It really is a livable space. Now, talk a little bit about where we are. We're West 27th Street. What's this neighborhood like, and what do people have access to? We're not too far, I think, from the High Line, a little bit that way, and all kinds of things, right?
Absolutely. So what I tell everyone is so the hotel is located, just if I could preface what I was going to say with this, is the hotel is located on 27th Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. So we're actually on the border between Chelsea and Nomad, right?
So the name of the hotel includes New York NOMAD. So it's interesting. And I always said, I felt like I really am the cusp of Chelsea and Nomad, right in the middle, right?
Right in the middle. So it depends on what day of the week and what mood we're in, with who we...
Are you Chelsea? Are you Nomad?
Right, with who we identify with. But no, what I tell everyone is, we are literally a 15-minute walk away from anywhere you want to come and visit in New York City, or a short drive away. So to the east, we have, I mentioned Nomad, we have the Flatiron district, we have the the largest Harry Potter store, I may add, that in the world just opened up just a couple of blocks from here. A little further, staying on the east side, if you move up a couple of blocks, you have Koreatown and all of the culture and food and everything that brings. A couple steps further, you have probably the most famous and most iconic department store in Macy's Herald Square. You've got the Empire State Building in that area, right? If you move to the left here, the west, if you will, you've got the High Line, you've got the Hudson Yards, you've got Chelsea Market, all within walking distance. You've got Madison Square Garden, a stone's throw away from this hotel. You walk a little further up, you've got Times Square, Broadway shows. If you're feeling adventurous and want to continue walking, you get into Central Park and those areas there. And then to the south of us, we have the meatpacking district, Soho, Greenwich Village, East Village. So it's all within walking distance.
So really, New York is a walking city. So, if you sit stay here, you can really walk anywhere in Manhattan. So it's really a great centralized location. And I was surprised. I mean, there's not that many hotels in this neighborhood. There's some, but it's not really, this is a really, on this street, I don't think there is any other hotel, right?
We're the only one on this street, on 27th Street, between 6th and 7th Avenue. And I think for those of us certainly in the know, we appreciate being away from the noise and the crowds of Times Square, but close enough where you can go pay them a visit and then just walk back here and get some sanctity, if you will, right?
Also, you were saying that from the rooms too. The rooms are very quiet. Actually, we were on a room in the rear of the hotel, and we're overlooking a beautiful view. And it really is very special. You don't have to worry about the city noise, really.
No. I listen, we have certainly great insulation. I will say this about our rooms. We've got great natural light. Every room here has oversized windows and great views, whether it's of uptown or downtown of the New York City skyline. Yeah, in addition to that, all of our rooms feature complimentary stocked mini bars.
That's important, yeah.
With healthy drinks.
Very rare, actually. But that's
as far as I know, I think we're the only one here in the city that offers the complimentary minibar drinks, right? We provide bathrobes and slippers as well for your comfort. All of our TVs are equipped with Chromecast so that you can bring your TV with you. You can bring your entertainment with you, and you could make yourself at home, if you will, right?
So tell our travel advisors, we got about 100,000 travel advisors out there, and they're thinking of booking their clients here. Any other amenities, any other special things about this property that you want to highlight?
Absolutely. I think certainly the open living space, I think that you would find when you walk into our lobby area or our public space areas. I think this hotel is perfect and lends itself perfectly to people who want to transition between work and play and exploration, or just wanting to have a good time. I think that I mentioned the proximity to basically everything in New York City. So whether you're coming for work, we're nearby. Whether you're coming for Garment District, the fashionistas, arts, MSG, the entertainment.
We're just a stone's throw from FIT, the Fashion Institute from Technology. So this is the heart of the fashion, the Garment District.
As well, correct. So, I think we have certainly all of that to offer. In addition to that, we are a Spanish company. We do have a European flair. There's European flair in our decor here at the hotel, in our service here at the hotel. So I think you get the best of both worlds, right? You get the domestic experience and certainly exposure to the sites, and you get the European service and decor and flavor, if you will. So.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more. Having stayed here the one night I stayed here and enjoyed the restaurant, enjoyed the accommodations. Now, where can travel advisors go to get more information about Innside by Melia, if you have a URL, other things like that?
Absolutely. So two places I would certainly encourage you to visit. It's certainly Melia.com, where you can get information not only about the Innside New York, but certainly all of our hotels, as well as I would encourage you to visit and certainly sign up for Melia Pro. And I think that's our business, a B2B platform, where you can at your own leisure, at your own pace, manage and control your bookings, and certainly take advantage of all the incentives and benefits and great pricing that we offer to all travel planners and advisors. So I would strongly encourage you to become familiar, if you're not already, with Melia Pro.
Well, and actually, one of the reasons I came down here was you hosted a huge event for all Melia, where there was there's apparently United service going to, I think it's Mallorca, is that right? Which is going to actually open up a lot of the Melia properties over here. I missed it, unfortunately. I'm going to actually interview one of your other executives about that. But then I said, okay, I want to see this hotel. I mean, it seems like I've never really been down here and heard about it, and I pride myself on knowing about most hotels, but it really was a breath of fresh air for me. It was a beautiful experience just being here for a couple days, and I want to thank you for hosting me here and also telling us all about this wonderful property.
Thank you. I certainly appreciate the visit and the opportunity, and thank you certainly to all the travel planners and everyone that's watching this. Look forward to hosting you on your next visit to New York, and certainly to the Innside New York NOMAD. Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.